What's going on, folks? TK with the StarCraft original campaign here. We're on episode 3 now, the Protoss campaign, The Fall. The Zerg overmind has succeeded in invading the Protoss homeworld of Iron and has embedded itself into the crust of the planet. Now, as the agents of the sinister overmind spread chaos and destruction across the face of Iron, the stalwart Protoss defenders prepare themselves for the coming onslaught. First strike, Citadel of the new Protoss Executor, 2 days after the Zerg invasion.
Executor. I am Judicator Aldaris. I have been sent by the Conclave to serve and counsel you. The former Executor, Tassadar, was commanded to halt the Zerg progress in the Terran sector by burning the infested human worlds. Unfortunately, he disregarded his orders and attempted to destroy the Zerg while sparing the Terrans from the flame. Clearly, Tassadar has failed us. You must not. The Conclave has dictated that our first priority is to strengthen our defenses. You must reinforce our outpost in Antioch and make certain that the province does not fall to the Zerg. Your old comrade, Praetor Fenix, will meet you there and assist you in this endeavor.
Oh, my back. Meet Fenix at Antioch, destroy the Zerg base. Fenix must survive. So from the get-go, we have this like a micro mission until we reach Antioch, which is over here, indicated in the minimap. We only get a few handful of units here. Zealots and Dragoons, the bread and butter units of the Protoss army. And these units do not mess around in StarCraft 1. Although the Dragoons are derpy, the Zealots do a whopping 16 damage. And they are very durable. And that is what we're gonna do. And fortunately, the map already kind of pre-scouted our fog of war, so we don't want to go up here. There is an expand there, but it's surrounded by a lot of Zerg units with Mutalisk, so we don't want to go there. Look at that Zergling. That Zergling is going back to where its previous Zerglings died. The AI tends to do that a lot. Like let's say you place the Zergling here, and if it gets killed, the AI will send another one. There. It's something like that. At last, we get to meet Fenix here, and if we attack him with our Dragoons, we lose our mission, because we need Fenix alive. Is it me, or is the sound the sound's messed up or something? Robotic probes, which are used to warp in buildings and gather resources, can be worked from the Nexus.
I had intended to construct photon cannons here for defense, but without probes we could not do so.
Protoss buildings can only be placed within the blue area of influence of a pylon, this blue spear. And if you don't build a pylon immediately, Fenix will say additional line. So I'm gonna wait for Fenix to say that. Otherwise, if you build a pylon close to the gateway, Fenix will not say anything. So I'm gonna wait until Fenix says something. Which means we're going to be supply blocked for a bit, or side blocked, because we're the Protoss. Come on. Anytime now. Gotta wait a bit more.
I hunger for battle.
Like after a certain period passes, Phoenix will say, "Oh, build a pylon or something."
Thus I serve. Honor guide me. Thus I serve.
Yeah, we have our very nicely positioned units here. Very nice. Did it take this long? Okay, let's put a pylon here then, away from the gateway. After it has started a building's warp rift, a probe can be given new commands. The building will finish warping on its own, warping in on its own. So that's why you can literally build a building and then shift clicks like a mineral field. Oh gosh, I thought it was gonna go drop. Oh no, the Zerg ruined our formation. Yeah, we'll wait for Phoenix to say something. I guess the trigger like happens when you have 2 pylons and you don't build a 3rd pylon somewhere near the gateway. Not entirely sure, but I think that's how it is. You can also build a photon cannon, I guess, like somewhere over here, because the Zerg also drops, which is kind of unforeseen, unprecedented, but like this early on. Like you can already tell, like compared to episode 1 and 2, episode 3, the Protoss campaign is a lot harder than your average mission so far, at least in the earlier part. Yeah, we'll make a photon cannon here. That'll be good. Come on, Phoenix, you're supposed to say something. I'm literally hampering my army size because I'm waiting for Phoenix to say something, but I guess it's after the photon cannon is made? Not really too sure.
Our gateway has no power. We must build a pylon near it so that our forces can be brought to this place.
Alright, there you go, Mr. Phoenix. Protoss buildings no longer within our pylon area, therefore will not function unless the new pylon is placed nearby. So there you have it, folks.
What would you ask of me?
You know, like after years of playing StarCraft 1, especially like some of the campaigns, I never knew Phoenix said something of this. But yeah, now I know. I found it out from like this other YouTuber who posted like his own playthroughs of this campaign, and it was pretty legit. Anyway, we'll get a cybernetic score here. I sense another Zerg unit coming here, so let's. Yeah, there we go. Alright, Phoenix, you're taking too much heat. Phoenix and 2-shot the Hydralisk. So we're good. We also cannot make shield batteries yet. And you might be wondering, oh, how come these blue Dragoons are injured? It's to signify that these blue Protoss, by the way, are from the Antioch forces. And so before we came here, we were sent by the Conclave as the Executor. Before we were sent here, the Antioch Protoss, along with Praetor Phoenix, like were battling near this area, and apparently they lost all their probes. They had insufficient minerals, and you have like 2 injured Dragoons here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's Hockey Phoenix. So Phoenix has 20 damage per blade, so 40 total. She has 2 base armor and very moderate HP and shield points. Very resilient. But of course, he suffers from, being kited by range units, and obviously he cannot attack air units. At least not now, if you know what I mean. And yeah, that's basically it. And you might have noticed, oh gosh, DK, why does like, the original campaign like feel so slow? Well, it's because at the start of the game we're getting like almost like 0 to 2 probes or SCVs or drones, and we have to build our way up there and literally make our composition and just march out. And that is basically the core gameplay aspect of the original campaign. Brood kind of fixes this, and they get to implement like other gameplay like gameplay criteria, not criteria, but like some aspect of that, like a different way to approach the game and stuff. But and of course in the Brood campaigns they're more hands-off approach. Like in the original they really babysit you through at least the first 2 episodes, especially the first episode. But then in Brood War, when you get to episode 4, they're like, nope, you're on your own. You should know how to play by now, since you're a veteran at StarCraft, at least in the original. Anyway, we're gonna make more units and then march out. We all unfortunately do not have the language management that Fenix has. Cause like, look at how fast Fenix is, man. Look at this zealot. Very slow compared to Fenix. The zealot is literally like kind of jogging or something, while Fenix is sprinting. That's the impression I get, at least. We can wait for our shield upgrade. We can end this right now. This is plenty enough right here. And obviously I'm gonna use Fenix along the fight, because I really hate leaving my heroes inside the base while all the other ground units, non-hero units fight their way through. And that is another reason why I prefer the Warcraft 3 campaign, because you get to use your heroes more along the fight and stuff. So, and it's not, and then of course like the heroes in Warcraft 3, they're more interactive than heroes found in StarCraft 1 like campaigns. But that's the limitation of of StarCraft 1. Like there's no like leveling system, or it's basically the hero units are basically same as the ground units, the normal non-hero units, except they're colored different. That's basically it. And they have like some kind of speed upgrade or some kind of upgrades that you would normally have to research for your ground units. You're wondering, DK, why are you coming over here? Well, it's because I wanted to explore this area. I didn't want to search on units. And whenever I play this campaign, at least the first mission, I always start off from the top left side, but this time I'm gonna attack from this side first, because to make the game a bit, different, I guess. But those brutalists are just literally ignoring like Dragoon's blast. They're just trying to secure that area there, which I said in my in this mission, like at the beginning of this mission, I said like the AI will tend to like replace the last units that were pre-placed. Yeah, there we go. Let's be careful with Fenix. He can just target the buildings. You just need to secure the building too. That's it. That's the structure. And I have to say, although I'm a Terran player, I really like the episode 3, the Fall, a lot more than the Overmind or the Rebel Yell campaign. I don't know. It just feels like the story element is there, and it's more interactive, I feel like. And of course it's more challenging, and that's the reason why I like this campaign better, episode 3 than episode 2 or 1. So yep, just need to destroy this one sun colony, and that's basically it.
As you will. I hunger for battle. Although we two have marched across hundreds of worlds together, I never imagined that we would be fighting on Ire. The Zerg are indeed worthy foes.
The Zerg are indeed worthy foes. We're the fleet of the Executor Zerg Swarm. I believe this red Zerg Swarm is led by Daggett. Or was it blue? I'm not really sure. But anyway, yeah, that's it for here. 13-minute standard. Well, DK signing off. See you in the next video.